The Social Security Commission was the first to be consulted, and its Chief Executive Officer, Milka Munkunda, and her team say the challenge facing informal traders is stigma and lack of policy and legislation. She urged the Parliamentary Standing Committee to fast-track the deliberations on the social protection of informal traders motion before the National Assembly.
So in terms of inclusion in the financial sector, they cannot be included in the financial sector if there are certain things which are not taking in place. For instance, if they want financial assistance, they have to have a financial acumen. They must be trained. Now, how do you just give money to somebody who does not have an understanding of how to do bookkeeping? And I think what I'm trying to say is that it's not just one sector, it's the entire institute, it's the entire country, all the ministries that should work together so that we can address this issue as such.
Some vendors are, however, registered with the Commission as self-employed, but challenges faced by most, if not all, are that their businesses are not registered with BIBA and the Ministry of Trade and Industrialization. The Social Security Commission management, however, reminded parliamentarians that it is the responsibility of the Commission to take care of all Namibians, but this can only be achieved with all hands on deck.
We are busy amending our act. That bill has been there for the past 6 years that we are trying to amend it. I'm glad that we can talk to you this morning because we really want you to help us to table that bill so that that bill becomes an act, because we are coming up with robust proposals in this amendment of this act. Once this bill goes through as an act, it's going to solve a lot of problems, not just for the informal sector, not just for the entire country, but also for us as Social Security, so that we'll be able to execute what we think in a modern way.
The committee's chairperson, Natangwe Ithete, took a strong stance against any suggestions to make it mandatory for informal traders to register their businesses. Next before the committee was the Namibia Informal Sector Organization, represented by Joseph Kandenge.
Global statistics reveals that more than 60% of the world's employed population and their livelihood in the informal economy. The trend is mirrored in Namibia.
Ithete welcomed the observations made by Kandenge. The committee will continue with the consultations before reporting back to the lower house. Emil Sebeb, NBC News, Windhoek.